Hey there, YouTube. I got a request via email earlier today. Someone asking how I tighten the pegs up on 3mm accessories when I'm using them cross-brand. So, like, if I'm using the Bandai stuff with the Diaclone stuff, they're completely different brands, and they have slightly different sizes for their pegs. So I've been doing to tighten them up since these, like for example, these gunpla lights, they fall out. Originally they fell out. They wouldn't stay in the back socket here, and so I had to come up with some sort of method to keep them from falling out. So actually, the method I came up with, and it's a pretty well known method. Since these are plastic, what you can do is you can actually put nail polish, just clear nail polish, right on the pegs. And I'll actually give an example of that. This is the stand. When I first got the stand, the figure was like jingling around and would just fall off like all the time. So what I did was I decided to I used some acetone. Well, this is acetone based. It's not acetone like the nail polish remover. This is nail polish. It's clear nail polish, and it just here, let me get this up close. You can actually just coat it around. I just go around it in a circle. And what happens is it'll dry, and it becomes kind of sticky initially, and then it'll eventually dry pretty hard. And then once it's dry, when you put it in, it increases the diameter slightly around the edge. So you end up with let's see if we can get that to focus. Oh, there we go. You can get it to hold the figures better. As you can see, I've done this a couple times, and there's kind of a ridge from where I've been attaching it. So yeah, it works really well. It's kind of rubbery. You can also use it. I've also used it in the past on the joints. The joints on the figures, when they get used a lot, they wear down, and what happens? You end up with wear down on the joint surface. You can actually tighten up the joint surfaces. Like for example, this one's worn down. What you can actually do is you can pop the shoulder off, put a little bit on around the cap. Would that be like the patella or something? I don't know. That's the kneecap. But yeah, you can put it on there, and tightens it right back up, and then you'll have to have loose joints. Now with the Diaclone figures, I found that sometimes these rotating joints get messed up, and some of them can be bolted, or they have bolts in them, and you can actually tighten them up, like the shoulder. But some of these other ones, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it because they're pinned. You might have to pop the pins out for that. But at least for the ball joints, you can tighten them up very easily by just a dab of nail polish, clear nail polish. And that's the same thing for these lights. I actually put just a little bit of nail polish on them, and you can actually see it's actually gotten ground down because I put it into the figure prematurely. I did not wait for it to dry all the way because I wanted to take a bunch of photos. But anyways, yeah, so that works, and it's really useful, especially with this compatibility. And I mean, look at it now. It stays. It's not falling off. Originally, I'd put it in and it would just fall right out. Same thing with this peg here. Let's see if this is dry. Oh no, it's not dry. Well, if it was dry, I would stick it in there. I mean, it shouldn't do any harm. Technically, you could also take the nail polish and put it straight into the holes. I prefer to put it on the peg because then it stays on the peg and it doesn't get stuck inside the figure, at least typically. And then in this case, you can have the lights on, and it's really nice to have the ability to just keep those in there, and they can do whatever adventures they're doing. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.